KCET 2027 champions. I hope my little children are doing absolutely good. So I hope everyone is treating you good in your second PUC. Yes, the school is going good. You have good friends and everything is all cool. Well, if not, don't be worried. Things are going to take time, but it's going to be best. Okay, now asking you a question and beginning up this particular video, and the question goes like this. Be honest, okay? How many times in your life have someone said that, hey, Macha, this is going to be a mistake, and you still end up doing this, okay? And later on you realize, oh my God, I shouldn't have done this. Well, if it happens so many times, then it's high time to realize that mistakes are mistakes and we should try to avoid it. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this particular video. There are some mistakes that most of the KCET aspirants do. There are almost 3 lakh children who probably go and write the examination, and in that, so many of them do the mistake, which is why not everyone backs the first position, or probably top 500, or probably top 1000 or 10,000. You get it? So what should be our motto? Our motto should be basically making sure that we are away from the mistakes that Jasmine Ma'am is going to tell in this particular video, and we have to start from now on. Before I go ahead with mistakes, there is one very important thing, and that is every month, not every month, it's basically every day matters. Okay, every day, every week, every month matters over here when you are going to write a competitive examination. It's known as competitive examination. Why? Because there's a huge lot of competition. For what? For a very few number of seats. In KCET, so many colleges are participating. Do you think all of them are the best colleges? Do you think that you are going to get placed in somewhere really good if at all you get admission in any of these colleges? No. We all know that that's not happening. We all know that there are dream colleges out there which probably takes entry. Okay, if at all your rank comes, within 500. There are some good colleges out there which allows entry if at all your rank is within 5,000. What about the rest? What about the rest? It's just a seat in a random college. That's the truth. Yes, that's the actual truth. There are only few colleges that are really, really good in terms of placement, in terms of exposure. And my dear children, if you are not preparing for it, if you're not preparing for those colleges, basically KCET is not something that you should be actually pursuing. You probably should be going ahead with something else. You get it? So this is very important, and every month matters. By that I mean that each and every day matters, and also the month. So same exam, same syllabus, the difference is what happens between now and then, that is on the day of examination. And let's go ahead with mistake number 1, and that is waiting for the perfect time. Ma'am, today it's not good day that sun came from this side. Jokes apart, oh my God, why is flickering very much? Okay, anyways, by that I mean that there are okay, I'll tell you about my experience. I love taking pictures. Not of myself, but of things. Okay, I love taking videos, aesthetic videos, to be honest. And I have got the tools for that. I have got everything, but I still keep pushing myself that, oh, Jasmine, today is a very busy day. Jasmine, today is this thing. Jasmine, today is that thing. We'll do it from later on. It never happens. Until one day I thought that, oh my God, I should not be postponing. I should be doing it right now. And I did it. Okay, I had shooted a video, I had edited it, and I put it, and I felt really, really good. Now that's a small thing, right? Now for you guys, it's an examination. And what's happening up over here? Okay, it's an examination, and we have to make sure that we do not delay this process. I'll start once the school settles. I've just came into the school and everything, 12th grade, it's a very big thing. Or probably I'll start after next month. This month I'm very busy, school backlogs are all there, okay? And or probably I'll start after examination. Well, that's the graphics that is happening behind, don't mind. So I'll start after the examination. That also does not work. There is no perfect day, you need to understand that. And every little thing you count. Okay, I'm not asking you to probably go ahead and do 10 chapters a day. Am I? No, definitely no. I'm not asking you to make 10 chapters a day or read 10 chapters a day. Start small, but be consistent. Every single day you should be doing something related to KCET which is going to help you out. And when you do that, you feel that, oh my God, this small thing gives me, this is giving me happiness, contentment, that probably I should be going ahead and doing more. But the moment you think that I'm not going to do anything, you'll just stop doing anything actually. So the first thing is, if you're watching this video, you have to start with whatever time you have, that means today. And how many are super ready for it? If you're ready, comment down in the comment section that, ma'am, okay, no one can stop me. Are you going to start today? This is what we want. And now why is this happening? Let me try to fix it and come back. So this is a mistake that probably I might be keeping postponing. I should not be doing that, right? So just a second. Okay, apparently it should not happen, and it happened. Then we should not be minding it. There's some glitch which I'm not able to fix right now. So let's go ahead. We will fix it. Okay. The next mistake that we have is studying without knowing the KCET pattern. Very, very important. Oh, I'm studying for KCET, but I do not know how many number of questions came from this chapter in KCET examination. But I am preparing for KCET. So it should not be like that. Always understand that in KCET, there is chapter-wise weightage. Most of the time, the high weightage chapter remains as high weightage chapter. If at all you're getting 5 questions from a chapter, most probably next year also you might get 5 or probably at least 4. Okay, at least 4. That is how it usually goes. So my dear children, please understand the chapter weightage, and accordingly you should be putting your efforts. For a chapter which gives 6 number of questions, and for a chapter that gives 2 number of questions, your efforts should be different. The number of days that you're going to allot is going to be different. You get it? So that is why we need to understand the chapter weightage. So by now, if at all you're not aware of it, go watch the video. Even I have done the video on that. Make sure you watch it. The PYQ trends, as I said, the number of questions that have coming, the questions are not coming. So I'll tell you very much honestly. For your PU2, most of the things are very, very sorted. For your PU1, things become difficult. Why? Because sometimes some chapter gives more marks, some chapter give less marks. But anyway, in PU1, the total marks is 20. So what is more predictable is your PU2. In that case, you should be analyzing the PYQ trend and taking it very seriously to understand that, okay, ma'am, I have got to understand the chapter. This chapter is important. Suppose I am a biology teacher, so I can say that basically molecular or principles of inheritance is very important chapter. I got it when I got to understand the chapter weightage. But if you are not trying to solve your questions, you will not understand what are the concepts that are going to be repeated. Not everything in principles of inheritance and variation is going to be equally important. There are some concepts which are going to give you more questions. And I tell this every single time. You know, in KCET examination this year, 1 hour before biology examination, I took a live. And go and check the comments under that particular video. Everyone said that, ma'am, whatever you taught over here in this particular live, the same concept had come. Why? Because we have done our analysis from our end. We know that what concepts are important. If at all you also know that right now, don't you think this is going to add up in your preparation? Yes, my dear children. So please do understand that, yeah, I have to study the whole chapter, but when I go for revision, I have to understand that these concepts have been asked most of the times. I have to revise them even better. That is the use of it. So studying without knowing the KCET pattern is a very big no. Make sure you know the pattern of it. Cool. The next mistake is ignoring class 11th totally. You think that PU1 is gone, we are in PU2, board examination are there. But do know that when I say KCET examination, 60 questions are there. Out of the 60 questions, basically 20 questions come from your PU1. In biology this year, 22. Okay, but mostly it's 20 that usually comes up. And in that particular case, what you should be doing, you have to find time for revision of class 11th. Okay, because I'll tell you one thing. After a few months, things are going to be super tough for you. I'm not scaring you. I'm telling you the reality. Okay, it happens every single time. It will be difficult for us also, don't worry, you're not alone. So basically everything is going to seem impossible towards your examination, because back to back you will be having your pre-boards, your practicals, your boards, the KCET examination. You will not find time for revision of your class 11 syllabus, which is why I'm telling you, if you have time right now, pull in, you have studied that, pull in, watch a one-shot video, get it clear, get it sorted, solve some questions. because revision is going to become impossible later on, and your confidence is also going to drop later on. Why? Because yes, out of 60 questions, basically 40 questions you will be easily able to do, but will that give us anything? Do you know that the top ranker in 2025 had a score of 179 out of 180? Do you know what it means? That basically he got 60 on 60 in 2 subjects, and 1 subject he got 59. And how do you get that? If you do not understand that 20 questions come from here and basically you're not practicing, do you think that you can even expect that? So we should not be ignoring class 11 totally. As I said, while you go and check the video for the weightage and all, you will be understanding what's the weightage of PU1 chapters. Some of it, as I said, it can change here and there, but still you'll get an idea of which chapters usually give at least 1 question every single year. Prioritize those chapters, start studying them as well. Cool? Got it? By the way, is this video helpful for you? Are you understanding things? If yes, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and also our live classes are ongoing in the live session. Make sure you watch them as well. Okay, now solving very few MCQs. This is the 4th mistake that most of us do. So what we do is that NCERT. Okay, NCERT is very important. Every teacher says that. So I am just going to read NCERT. I know the concept. Mama, you ask me a question, I'll just tell you the concept, or basically I'll just revise, I can make my own notes. Concept is clear. Have you put your concepts on question practice? If not, you are doing a mistake. I'll tell you, as a teacher, don't you think that I know the concepts? I do know the concepts. Obviously, I'm a teacher, I teach children, I should be knowing that. That's the bare minimum. Now when I solve some questions, still I will not be able to solve it. Why? Because solving question is a totally different thing. You might have to think about a lot of things all at once. In question, you get MCQs. You have to think about each and every single point that is being mentioned out there. And then you have to find out your answer. So it becomes tough. It becomes difficult. And it's not about the favorite chapter that you've studied. It's about the whole syllabus. Questions are going to come from the whole syllabus. So do understand that after studying some concept, you have to definitely solve the PYQs of it. So chapter wise PYQs or MCQs are super important. If you're not doing that, you are doing a big mistake. So reading definitely creates confidence, but MCQ definitely is going to create rank. Because I'm telling you, once you're not able to do an MCQ, you realize that okay, my concept is somewhere weak. I have to go back to the concept and I need to do that properly. Having big notes does not help always. Yes, it helps, but not always. We need to practice questions. So finish every chapter with questions, not just notes. Yes. Next mistake, using too many books. This 6 reference book. Okay, my senior used the 6 reference book. I will also use it, or probably 10 YouTube playlist. Okay, so many PDFs, everything I'm going to use it together. You will feel a sense of burden in your chest. You know what? Oh my God, so much is pending. I have to cover so many things. It keeps on going. Do understand that the only book that you need for KCET is a NCERT textbook, and to be honest, a PYQ book. And obviously a good teacher. If by any chance you are facing any difficulty in the questions, you just need the NCERT for your concepts, you need a PYQ book for solving questions, and you need a good teacher to make sure that every single doubt has been cleared. And if you're facing some difficulty in the NCERT, basically the teacher could explain you the concept. Fix your teacher, whoever your favorite teacher is. I'm not saying that Diksha Karnataka have the best teachers out there. Your best and my best would be different, right? So you can choose your own teachers. Okay, I would love to be yours, by the way, and our teachers would love to be yours. But it's your choice. Fix the teacher, study from them, believe them, trust them. That is how things work. Okay, so make sure you have that. And as I said, do not refer to multiple things. And I actually am very much against of big notes, because I am telling you, I'm a person who makes a lot of notes. I used to do that, now not. Okay, I had huge big list of notes, different colors and all, not fancy ones, but still. But I do not remember anything right now. And I think that happens, right? But on the same time, if at all, Baba, you have your NCRT, you put some sticky notes, right, that this is important, the question has come from this, it will be more than enough. It saves a lot of your time. And probably that time you can utilize for solving the questions. And while you solve questions, you'll understand things a lot better. I'm telling you. But yes, if you want to prepare notes, go ahead, prepare notes. Not big ones, small ones, the precise ones. That's needed. That's the only thing that is needed. Got it? Rest you have it in your NCRT. Mark what is important in your NCRT. That's all. Cool? Works? Yes. Now, going ahead, the next one is not revising. So, ma'am, I have studied, but I have forgotten everything. It's very common. It's very, very common. We also forget things, right? So, what do we have to do? When we study, obviously the next day we have to revise it. Then have a target that within the next 7 days you revise it again, and then have a target that you will revise it again after 30 days. This is how you can do revision. Okay, if at all you're going by notes. Now, if you're going by question, then obviously you will be solving mock test, and mock test you have to include questions from every chapter that you have studied. Some questions from every chapter that you have studied. Have that habit. In that case, it's a revision only. Revision with the help of questions. Now, as I said, if notes, then in that particular case, study, then revise after 1 day, then 7 days, and then after 30 days. A simple space cycle, this is known as space revision, okay? Keeps a chapter alive for months with minutes of efforts. Now, what you don't revise, you will relearn the expensive way. And it will be just like learning it for the first time, and it's obviously not a good motivation to have, right? So make sure you revise it and not relearn it later on. Okay. Now, the 7th mistake that we have is depending only on the school. In school, whatever is done, it's done. Rest, I'm not going to put my efforts. School is very, very important, but school alone is not going to give you KCET practice. For that, as I said, you need to sit and solve questions. You might be struggling to finish things that are there happening in the school. Please do that. What is the ma'am teaching in the school? Okay, ma'am, this chapter, this concept. Okay, done. Can you try to solve some questions from that particular portion? Yes, ma'am, I can. That's the spirit. We have to go ahead and do our part also. They are going to do their part. You have to do your part, and you have to do extra for that. And while you do that, you realize that, okay, whatever ma'am or sir taught me in the school, it's really, really good. I'm understanding things a lot better when I'm solving question. Now, next day you have some question you're not able to solve, go to them and ask them. They'll also feel good, and you'll also get your doubts cleared. You get it? So make sure that you do not depend on only school, do your practice as well. And it's not just about school, it's about anything. You're going to coaching, there someone is teaching you anything, come back and solve the questions that you want to solve. It's very, very important. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Good. The next mistake is ignoring weak subjects. Now, this is one favorite thing. Suppose biology, for some people, it's very, very easy, no? For some people, it's very easy. So, biology is a strong subject. I'll only study bio. In bio, I should get full on full, 60 on 60. Physics, very difficult. I do not know what I'm going to do. But you need to understand that it's your favorite subject. You're already strong at it. You cannot go beyond 60. Can you? You can just score 60 out of 60. Can you go score 61? No. So then what is your rank dependent upon? Okay, this has improved your rank, but your rank is still dependent upon what marks you score in physics or chemistry as well, which means that you should not be ignoring it. Got it? So everyone loves their favorite subject, but your rank depends on your weakest one. Over here, when you are in physics, you got 40 marks, but you somehow improved and you got 50 plus 10 marks. Massive rank jump is going to happen. Here, though, you're already good. This 1 marks. Okay, you're 58, now you got 59. This plus 1 marks barely moves the needle. So you need to understand that, okay, you are strong at it. Do not ignore it, okay? Do study it. Okay, do study it. Make sure you revise it. But when you allocate time for things, you have to allocate more time for this thing also, where you are weak. Literally, I always tell this very openly that my physics is very bad. Okay, the reason being that I didn't get the proper guidance that I needed when I was your age, probably. Okay, my teacher who was there, there was some shift in the teachers, and so many things happened. There was no, bottom line over here. Okay, and I didn't go for tuition. I was someone who used to do self-study and things like that, and YouTube was not famous at that time, and blah 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 blah, so many things were there. So in that case, I just kept it as a weak subject, and I still regret it. I really wanted to study physics, and I still try to. Sometimes when I see Swami sir and all teaching, I think that I should be probably attending some class and learning something out of it. This is very, very important. We should not be ignoring what's weak, what we are weak in. My 12th grade rank was really, really good. I mean, the percentage was really, really good. But you can all guess, where did I score the lowest? It was in physics. Now, the percentage could have been better? Definitely yes. And it's not just about physics, it's about any other subject that you actually are not able to do. Face it, and you have resources. Okay, if your school teacher is not teaching you nicely, there are YouTube teachers. If your YouTube teacher is not teaching you nicely, then probably we have to go back, take some coaching out there and see whether they are teaching you nicely. Right? Or can you try by yourself also? Try it. So this is very important, but you should not give up and you should not be ignoring the weak subjects. Okay? Especially when you are dealing with a competitive examination. Cool. Now, are you? Yes. And with that, I remember one very important thing. So, Pariksha Veera is a batch that we have launched already. The classes have begun from 6th of July. I had my first class yesterday, 9th of July. And, sorry, so I'm recording it early, so don't worry. On 9th of July, I had my first class. The next class is on 10th of July. So, basically, I am here to tell you that the course is already launched. And over here, we make sure that each and every subject is taken on priority, such that no subject is a weak subject now. So, the Pariksha Veera schedule goes like this. You have 2 classes a day, one class of 1 hour 45 minutes. Trust me, you're not going to get bored. Okay, and the next class will be of again 1 hour 45 minutes. One class is from 4 p.m. to 5:45, next is from 6:15 to 8 p.m. So in this way, almost per subject we get 4 classes a week, and we are going to make sure that you complete your second PUC as well as KCET prep by November 6th. So if at all you have not taken up this particular course, go take it up. It is definitely going to help you out. The link is there in the description section. You can check out with your friends, by the way. Okay, talk to your friends, and then probably if they feel, oh my god, the classes are really nice, you can take up this session. Cool. But definitely there's something like this that could be helping you. Okay, now comparing yourself with the toppers. Mistake number 9. It's not just about toppers, it's about friends. Okay, I haven't finished the syllabus. Okay, they already know everything. They started, coaching before me. So comparison does not help. Healthy comparison does. And mostly we do not do that. We have the unhealthy form of comparisons. Okay, and it really does not help us. The moment you become happy for someone else, life becomes very easy for you. Try to be happy for someone else's success, and you yourself have to make sure that I give my best. The only competition that you should be having is you yourself. Okay, you have to beat your progress, not others. They do not have the same plan as you. Do you think so? No. They have an entirely different plan. They are going to end up somewhere else. You are going to end up somewhere else. It's your life. It's totally different from others. So stop comparing and start. Okay? Yes. And now the final mistake, not making a long-term plan. So by this you got an understanding that from today onwards, what all I have to do, basically I have to stick to just few questions, books, NCERT and PYQ book. I have to study the concept, and along with that I have to solve questions. And whenever I get time, I have to include PU1 as well. For the things that I have already studied, I have to revise them on day 1, then day 7 and day 30. And I also have to include some time for the subjects that I am weak at. You get it? And finally, this is the plan. So not having a plan is a big problem. Now you have it. Now with what I have told, you have gotten an idea, and you have to sit and make a plan. So not making a long-term plan is a big mistake. This is the last mistake. Don't do that. You have got an idea of what all you think you should be doing. So first analyze the chapter weightage, make a plan. I'm not asking make a day-by-day plan. Okay, this chapter is there. I have to complete in how many days? In which month should I be completing it? Okay, so I know that so many chapters are going to come from, for example, in biology, from sexual reproduction and flowering plants to almost, principles of molecular basis of inheritance, everything is going to come, or evolution. Until then, everything is going to come for my midterm. So that means September, my examination is there. Before that, I have to complete these many chapters. September is long. There's still some time left. So July is there, August is there. How I'm going to divide my chapters, and how am I going to cover it up? This has to be done for all subjects. Do that. Okay, by the way, I think I made plan for you and made videos. Do check it out if at all you need that as well. Now, what top rankers actually do? They attend classes regularly, so do that. Go to school, or if you're taking coaching, or if you're watching our videos, make sure you are very regular with that. Take NCERT very seriously. Yes, solve MCQs every single day, revise weekly, and make the target. I have to solve these many MCQs. Whenever I sit for studying, I always tell this: if you're giving 2 hours for a subject, 1.5 hours you give for the concept, 30 minutes can you solve question? Please do that every single day. Okay, do that. Now analyze every mistake and stay consistent. Now that is the bottom line. So you have to stay consistent. If you're not, then there is nothing for you. Literally, there is nothing for you in the stock. So you do not need to be the smartest student. You need to avoid the mistake that most students make. So start today, stay consistent, and own your rank. Got it? And over here, always remember, KCET 2027 starts today, not a month before the examination. And I'm telling you with whole heart and whole wish that you all get the best ranks in the KCET examination. And for that, Baba, we need to start early. Okay? So that's all. Wishing you the best. And please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Lots of love. If you have anything to ask me about KCET, you can put it down in the comment section. Okay? And do not forget to hit on the subscribe button as well. Bye-bye.